Happy Thursday. I hope your week has been going great so far. Only one more day left till the weekend. And let's get into another Titanic build today on Brickscale Studio. Welcome back to Brickscale Studio. My name is Jeff. Thank you so much for joining me. So last week we had a very cool Lego side of the episode where we started joining the two pieces together. So on the scale model side this week, we are joining 4 different deck pieces together. They're not all the same deck. We're doing 2 pieces of one deck, and then we're hauling out those pieces of deck that have the funnels on them that we built many episodes ago, and we're going to be joining those together. Plus there's some more lighting panels, there's that deck veneer that we'll be gluing down, and other details. So let's get into the build, and we can talk about it after. Here we are on issue 43. And here is the magazine, and we are still going on this Titanic movie from '97. We're in part 5. Okay, and it looks like we're going to be continuing work on the deck that we started in the last episode. So we're going to be adding some more accessories. It looks like we've got an LED light strip. That's cool. So there we go. So there is parts pack 43. Okay, so here we go. We have an LED light strip. We have bulkhead A and bulkhead B. We have 2 lamps. We have panel 1, panel 2. And then we have a port bridge bulkhead and starboard bridge bulkhead. And then we have a LED cable marked Z, which it is. All right. So let's see what we're going to be doing first. I'm just going to scoot this over here. So it looks like we are bringing back the deck piece that we have been working on. And the first thing we want to do is take the port and starboard bridge bulkheads, which are these pieces here. Alright, so it looks like we are going like so, and like so. And this is going in on this side like so. And it does say that we can apply a little glue. And then obviously this one is going in on this side, like so. A little glue, and then we will just pop those in. Now we want to be careful not to disturb all the pieces that we put on in the last issue. Alright. And actually, that snaps in pretty tight. I don't even know if we really needed any glue, but it said to put glue on, so we put glue on. Alright, so those are on. So the next ones are these 2 pieces. They are going just like so. So there's a little notch right here, and you want that to face this way, and that's going in again. It says to put some glue on it, but based on that last one, I don't know. Also, again, I want to be very careful with the pieces I put in. Last time. Okay, so that one is in. And that is looking good. So let's pop the other one in. It's going in just like so. And then our lamp pieces go in right here. And right here. Okay. All right, now we want to turn this over, and I'm going to just hold it in my hand because, again, I don't want to, well, all the pieces are, well, we have these lamp pieces on the end that we just put on, so I don't want to mess those up. And then just follow the outline here of how that goes. And so these are labeled L1, L2, L3, which are the lights. The lights are labeled L1, L2, L3, L4, L5, and L6. And then we have these sockets, which are labeled J1, J2, J3, and J4. So first of all, we just want to secure, and we've done this before, and we just want to make sure that we have this all in the template. And then we can, this is going to be a little tricky. Okay, that one seems in. That one seems in, okay. So we got those in. Now we want to fit the connectors of the lights in. So the connector marked L goes into J1. So that's going to be this one right here. Okay, so now we got that in. And then M is going into J2, which is just here on the other side. There we go. Okay. And then it does want us to test. Okay, so 43D, the one marked Z, which is this one. So we want to put that into J4, so that's on this side. And then of course we put this into, hey, looky there. Let me turn off the lights really quick. All of the lights on our strip lit up, and then we also have our red and green navigation lights. So perfect. All right, let me just gently set that back down, turn on the lights. All right, so that, oh wait, just a minute here. We have these two, oh, okay. So we're not doing anything with these two panels. It says store panels 43F and H carefully until needed. So we are not doing anything with those. So that is it for issue 43. All right, here is issue 44. Oh, are we finally done with the movie, the blockbuster movie? All right, so there is that piece. And oh, looks like we need to bring back our funnel pieces, so I'll need to go grab those when we get there. So yeah, this is kind of a big box here for issue 44. More decking. We've got some screws in this one. So we have another deck piece here. Just make sure there's nothing else in that bag. And then we have this little envelope here. The two metal plates. This is the decking for the starboard side. This is the decking for the port side. We have the central section of the boat deck. We have two connection plates. And then we have some screws. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fit our Oh, and we gotta make sure we get over those little stairwells. Like so. Alright, so we are going to attach these. So let me grab some more glue here. Alright. So let's get this backing off here. Sometimes on these things, that's the most tricky part. And actually, that is the wrong one. We want this one. This is going to go, remember to go over those stairwells. Alright. Let's make sure our holes are lined up, which they are. Perfect. And then now we want to do this side. Alright, so now we can put this side on. And I tried to stay away, I put glue in between these holes on the edge just because I don't want to get, like I said, I don't want to get glue gooped up in the holes, because if that dries, we're going to be sticking things in there and it's going to be very difficult to stick things if the glue is in there. Alright, I'm just going to go around and give that a good push everywhere. This one's really easy to line up also because you've got all these raised areas plus your stairwells, so super easy to line up. But the glue does help, I mean, still giving you that little extra wiggle room, which is nice. Okay, so we are done there. Alright, so now we are going to take this like so, and then we're going to take our piece from last time. Okay, and we are going to put 2 AP screws in there. Again, make sure you always double check the photos so you are oriented the correct way. So let me just grab these. Again, I don't really want to rest it. And these you want to get as tight as you can. I mean, we are screwing into plastic, so you don't want to bust the thing, but... Alright, now the next thing is we're taking these plates, and they're going to go right on there, and we do want to glue those. And I'm going to use some super glue for that. Alright, and then we're just going to take and set those in there. Just like so. Perfect. Alright, now I need to bring back, while we kind of let this dry a little bit, now I need to bring back those 2 funnel pieces. So let me go grab those. Okay, so here are our 2 funnel pieces from the last, this was a while ago actually. So we are going around this way. And remember, we have all of these little pieces here that we are taping together. So this is just going to go, there are 2 little lugs here, and there's this little plate here, and this is just going to sit right on top like that, and that's going to go in with 2 GP screws. So let me get those ready. And these are little flange screws. So I'm just going to turn this over and kind of hold it by the tab. And there is 2. All right. Let me turn this over. All right, so that is it for issue 44. All right, let's move on to the Lego side. All right, so the Lego portion. If you remember from last episode, we were working on this hull piece, so we're going to continue with that with steps 360 through 330. That's the end of step 330. So we have this other hull section which is going on the other side. So let me show you the one that we attached. So we attached the one for this side, and that attached along here. And basically, I'm not sure if it's evident in the time lapse, but if we look here, we end up attaching these plates to the underside of the hull, and then they just clip in to these pieces here. So that's what attaches it. So that is it for the Lego side. Okay, so let's recap what we did. So we worked on this hull piece. We finished the other side that we started last episode, finished that one, put it on the ship, and then we started this one. So we will finish this one and attach it in the next episode. And then on the scale model side, we got these two decks attached. We had some lights installed, some bulkheads here, some more decking. And then we connected these two pieces for the funnel. And so that is it for episode 22. Oh, okay then. So how is that for an awesome build video? My goodness, it seems like we got so much done. We finished that hull piece on the Lego side, so we have sort of one side better connected, so we're not just hanging on by a Technic pin. We've got some clutch in there now, holding those two pieces together. And then we got a good start on the other side, so we'll finish that up in the next episode. And then, my goodness, on the scale model side, wow, we put two separate deck pieces together. Those funnel sections are looking very cool. And then we have that one longer piece that we just started in the last episode. That is coming right along. And we will be continuing with that in the next episode. We're going to be adding more details, more veneer. We're going to get into some lifeboats and davits and all sorts of stuff. So very exciting. So let's do our summary really quick. For the scale model side, 10 steps and 15 parts. On the Lego side, 15 steps and 82 parts. Total to date for the scale model, 282 steps and 508 parts. And on the Lego side, 608 steps and 2,563 parts. So yeah, the parts on the Lego side are just keep climbing, climbing, climbing. And so, yeah, we are almost a third of the way done. Remember, not only did the Lego portion come in 3 boxes, it's also built in 3 parts. So we're almost done with the first part. We're in episode 22 right now. At the end of episode 24, so in a couple of weeks, we will be done with the first third. We'll be complete with box 1 and have that total front section complete. And then we'll be putting that aside and then kind of starting from the ground up on the middle section. So very exciting there. And then, like I said, over on the scale model side, wow, we just keep going with that, that piece of the boat deck, the forward boat deck. We're going to be adding, I don't remember, we did add the bridge and a bunch of other stuff already. So yeah, we're going to be adding more veneers and all that kind of stuff. So very exciting. So stay tuned for sure. If you're new here, thank you for finding my channel and watching this video. If you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. It's totally free. And we're trying to hit some subscriber milestones to give away free Lego sets. We've already given away a retro record player, and I'm looking forward to giving away here, hopefully very soon. We're almost at 500, a Star Wars AT-AT, and then at 1,000, I'll be giving away a copy of the Endurance, which, if you've not checked out that video on the channel, check that video out. Cool build, great ship, real from history, great story. And you'll be getting, when we hit 1,000, I'm doing a giveaway, and it's not the one that I built. It is a brand new, sealed in-box, shiny, never been touched by human hands. It hasn't even been out of the shipping box. It's still in the brown corrugated box. So that will be given away to a lucky subscriber when we hit 1,000. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. It's totally free. And of course, remember, as always, until we see each other again, happy building, take care, be kind to each other, and I will see you very soon.